Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to replace the water pump along with the serpentine belt and all the guidance rolls from a Mercedes A-Class from the year 2016. As you can see, this car has a leaking water pump and I decided to replace all the necessary parts from around it. Doing this job, if you want to replace the water pump along with the serpentine belt and all the guidance rolls, it will cost you around 300 to 400 euros, something like that. This is the entire kit if you want to buy it from a car parts shop. First, what you'll have to do is to remove the engine cover. You'll have to use a flat screwdriver to release the little plastic bolt, and after that you'll have to put the cover away. After that you'll have to remove the hose which goes inside the air filter. So this is the hose which I'm talking about. You'll have to turn anti-clockwise the little plastic bolt, and after that you'll have to pull from the left side, and after that you'll have to pull also from the right side. You can also use a flat screwdriver to help you pry open the plastics easier. Then you can't remove it completely and put it away, because if you remove it you'll have so much space to work and do your job properly. As you can see, this is where the pieces are located, in the front of the vehicle, in the front of the engine. This is our water pump, and as you can see, it's leaking everywhere around it, so this is why we have to replace it. This is the original water pump, and the car also have 100,000 kilometers, over 100,000 kilometers. Okay, so this is the water pump, this is the tensioner, this is the guidance roll, down there it's the alternator. This one from the middle, it's the crankshaft, and this is your AC condensator. In order to release your tensioner, you'll have to use a 70mm socket with 12 teeth, and after that you can't remove the belt. After that, in order to remove the tensioner from the engine, you'll have to use an E12, something like that, or an E10, I'm not sure which one it was. And after that, in order to remove the water pump, as you can see, the bolt which is holding the water pump, it's behind the guidance roll. So first you'll have to remove the guidance rolls, and only after that you'll be able to remove the bolt which is holding the water pump. After you will start to remove some bolts from the water pump, you will see that some coolant will came out, so just don't worry, it's normal. You will lose around 2 or 3 liters of coolant, so just take that in mind when you are putting everything back together. When you are installing a water pump, you will also have to fill up the reservoir for the coolant, and you will have to bleed the system, so just take that in mind. After you're done with removing the water pump, you will see that the area on which the water pump was installed is a little dirty. So you'll have to use a sandpaper, a very fine sandpaper or a piece of cloth or something to clean the area very good, because you want to have a clean surface when you're installing a new water pump. And I recommend you to not use any grease onto the sealant, onto the water pump gasket, because in some cases it's not good. So you just want to put the new gasket and the new water pump over the engine, over the metal part, and install it like this. And don't over tighten the bolts. The bolts should be tied to around 12 Newton meters, maximum 50 Newton meters. I'm not sure which is the correct spec, but this is how hard you will have to tighten the bolts. So this is my new water pump. Always on these cars, the original water pump will be made from plastic, and the new water pump, the aftermarket water pump, if I can call it that way, will be from aluminium. So it's made from aluminium. After you're done with installing all the bolts from the water pump and torquing them to spec, you'll have to install the guidance roll from the transmission belt. So the guidance roll will be also tight to maximum 50 Newton meters. From here is very simple, just follow what I'm doing. You'll have to install all of the parts in reverse order. Okay everybody, after you're done with installing everything back together as it was before, it's time for you and for me to put back the new coolant. I'm going to use the red coolant because this is what this car is using. So you'll have to fill around 2 or 3 liters, and after that you'll also have to fill with distillate water. So don't just put simple coolant. Just don't forget the little pipe which goes into the water pump, the little hose. Make sure you plug it in completely, and after that you can go ahead and fill the coolant reservoir to the maximum level. And after that you can start the car and see how the car is behaving. This is how it's looking, this is how everything works. In my case I have no problems, everything is installed perfectly, the water pump is fitted perfectly, it's not leaking, everything is good. You will always want to check around it, you will always want to look if you have any problems, and only after that you can go ahead and put everything back together as it was before, the cover, the hose for the air filter, and so on. You will always want to check the coolant level. You will have to fill it to the maximum, and after that you're good to go. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video and found it informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.